What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a very late night special stream for you with some Pokemon Blue. If you're watching this on YouTube, check me out on twitch.tv/blaze. Check me out on Instagram and Threads. Go follow me on the YouTube channel Blaze. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can skip to the 5-minute mark. But if you're watching on Twitch, I'll see you in a few minutes. Going on, everybody? Welcome back. I think it's time for some Pokemans. What y'all thinking? We're back. Pokemon's Blue version is the name of the game today. Had a little bit of a snafu getting things set up, but we are ready. We are back. And yeah, I'm excited. Got some 90s jams playing, taking it back old school. Playing some old stuff. Welcome in. It's a late night stream. I don't expect many people to show up today. We're just kind of hanging out. We're chilling. Today, I've been messing around with a new sleep schedule. So I'm trying to like see if this works for me. And that might mean that we stream late at night. So if you're falling asleep, having trouble falling asleep, welcome to the stream. You can listen to some jams, watch some Pokemon, and who knows? Maybe you'll get to sleep. But that's part of the reason I wanted to try a different approach with my sleep schedule, because I've been having a hard time sleeping lately. So, all right, so we got here are the Pokemon. Make a step outside here. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're back with Pokemon Blue version, taking on some more of the gym leaders and trying to get to the Elite Four, and then taking those Pokemon into Pokemon Stadium for the N64. So right now, just to recap, we just finished up fighting Misty. We got through Mount Moon, caught a couple of Mews, and now we're ready for the next steps, which take us all the way through Vermillion City and Lieutenant Surge. So we're going to do that in a second. I'm also going to do some non-conventional teams here, because I think that people tend to over-rely on some of the more popular Pokemon, and I want to use some different Pokemon. I am kind of simultaneously running another version of this game and doing some other stuff with some different Pokemon. So we're probably going to use like Electabuzz. We're probably going to use Magmar. Stuff like that. So first thing we got to catch is a Bellsprout, because I didn't catch one last time. Robert the Pikachu. All my Pokemon are like level 21, so. Lucy, you got some catching up to do. We're going to catch a Bellsprout. We're going to go talk to Bill. We haven't talked to Bill yet. And then we're going to go... I think Growlithe is... I cannot remember who's down there. I think it's Growlithe. I need a flying type Pokemon. Get him, Pikachu. Quick attack, let's go. It's funny, I found a Bellsprout like the first try in this grass field when I was looking for an Abra. Now I can't find one. Dang. Oh, no way. That's some crap, dude. That's some horse crap. Y'all know it. There it is. Bellsprout. Coming up soon, after we finish up Pokemon Stadium, we're probably going to also do the same thing with Pokemon Gold and Silver and carry that into Pokemon Stadium 2. Take on some challenges there. That should be pretty fun. A carnivorous Pokemon that traps and eats bugs. It uses its root, feet, to soak up needed moisture. Let's call him Rooter. Alright, so let's take on some of these trainers. We're going to go fight Bill. Or we're going to go talk to Bill. And then we're going to go south. Uh-oh. I'm thinking about using Hypno in this run as well. Or actually, no, it's going to be Mr. Mime. Sorry, I meant to say Mr. Mime. Because nobody ever uses him, I think he's a pretty decent Pokemon. He kind of sucks in later gens because he's also Fairy type. And like if you try to use him in Pokemon Let's Go, Mr. Mime gets kind of wrecked by Poison type Pokemon. And Poison types are everywhere in this game. Ooh, missed me. Missed me with that growl shit. I think I need to start swapping here. Yeah. This is how we do it. Machop. Yeah. This guy's got a lot of Pokemon. I don't know why he's trying so hard. Like no other Pokemon trainer in this area is trying as hard. But for some reason, this guy wants to have like 6 Pokemon and come at me with like all these strategies and stuff. Bro, just give me your money. We don't need to do all this. I'm making this guy walk over to me so I can go get that item up there. But that's a very dangerous item to try to collect. Rattata. Critical. Oh, darn. Okay. So, yeah, if you go up here and you grab this item, if I save the game right here and I don't have an Abra, if I reload the game, I can't get out of there. So, probably a little bit of an oversight. I soft lock the game for myself when that happens, but we're not going to do that today. Ekans. Oh, not Rap, dude. I think I'm dead. I think he kills me. Critical hit. Aren't they all critical hits now? That sucks. Butterfree's one of those Pokemon I like using Butterfree and I want to use Butterfree. He just stops being useful after a certain point, so you really can't use him for that long. Pow. Alright. Last trainer. My friend has a cute Pokemon. I am jealous. Pidgey. This lass ain't got no class. Alright, we're at Bill's house. I think there's like secret items over there, but I don't remember. I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. What's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. How about it? Help me out? When I'm in the teleporter, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. I always wondered what Pokemon Bill was. I think they showed it in the anime. I can't remember what it was. I want to say Nidorino or something, but I can't remember. But yeah, the whole idea of like splicing your own cells with Pokemon is interesting, and they don't really explore that in any other games. But that'd be weird if, like, in a future Pokemon game, you could play as the Pokemon. Thanks, bud. I owe you one. Did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I gotta thank you. Oh, here. Maybe this'll do. That cruise ship, SS Anne, is in Vermillion City. Its passengers are all trainers. They invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy dues. Why don't you go instead of me? Sure, man. Why would I not want to see his Pokemon? Like, my rival just bragged about seeing Bill's rare Pokemon collection, and after I free him, why would I not want to see the Pokemon? Weird. I also wonder why they didn't just like move this over one. Make Nugget Bridge like one row bigger. It wouldn't have mattered at all. They did it in Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green. So at least they fixed it there, but yeah, it's weird. Alright, so we got Bill's Pokemon collection. We're going to go to Vermillion. I think you have to do the SS Anne stuff before you can fight the gym leader. I can't remember. Yeah, because you do the HM. I like how you fight this Team Rocket guy, and I think he gives you dig, right? And then you don't even give it back to the person he stole it from. So you're just as guilty as as this guy is. Critical. Uh-oh. I don't think he's gonna die. Oh, 1 HP. That's crazy. Oh, he's actually weak to this too. But I think he has Zubat next or something, right? Drowsy. Whoa. I give up. I'll leave quietly. I have to make room for it? What? I guess I'll use a potion. I've never seen that dialogue before. He said, I can't run until I give this to you. That's really funny. I decided to teach Diglett how to dig without a TM. Okay. Good for you, man. You'd think a Pokemon named Diglett would easily learn how to dig, right? So you guys saw, I tried to give it back to him, but he didn't accept it. I'm not a thief. Alright, let's go... I need to drop some items in the old PC. TMs, I guess. Moonstone. All right. We're going to sell this nugget. I just realized, like, with the missing no glitch, you can duplicate nuggets. But you don't really need money after a certain point in this game. Can use some HP up, I guess. Give it to Pikachu. Actually, I'm gonna give it. Yeah, let's give it to. Because I'm definitely gonna use him for the duration of the run. So. Okay, can't go that way. That's Rock Tunnel, I think. Can't go that way. We're gonna drop. Who am I putting in the daycare? I was thinking about this earlier today. I don't remember who I wanted to put in the daycare, but it was someone specific. Gar. Pebble? This is... Oh, Zubat would be good. Yeah. We'll put Zubat in there. There's a Pokemon here that you can't get anywhere else. I think it's Growlithe, but I don't remember. I thought he was later. It's not Ditto. I don't remember. Someone's here, though. I don't think it's Jigglypuff, although I think Jigglypuff does show up here. Meowth, that's what it was. Yep. Whoa. Meowth was caught. Adores circular objects, wanders the streets on a nightly basis to look for dropped loose change. Purry? Purge. I like that. Because, like, I think it's Meowth and Persian that actually have, like, really good speed stats, so they tend to get a lot of crits on Slash. Okay, so we can't go that way. Although I think you can glitch your way through, like, past him. I'm not going to do that. Alright. Underground path. I don't need to do that. That's a bad trade. That's what we're looking for. I wonder why the graphics are messed up there. Alright, so we have some Pokemon trainers here to deal with. We're going to use some of them to level up a little bit. I think there's something up here, right? Okay, I think there is, but I just can't get it. And I think here... there's no Pokemon in this grass that I don't already have, I don't think. Caterpie? Caterpie? Okay. Junior trainer wants to fight. Squirtle. Oh, I can't beat him. Okay. I thought Robert would have a chance to electrocute him, but... I just can't win. This is a private conversation. This is an A and B conversation. Please see your way out. You know, I forget what Nidoran learns. I think he's actually... I think I can just evolve him now. I think he's got his best attacks and he learns stuff later, but... I think he's got his best stuff now. I also don't remember if he's ground type when he evolves. I don't think he is. I never seen you around. You good? Yep, he's ground when he evolves. That's good. Oh shoot. I don't think Herbs is ready for this. And then the moves that he learns. Horn Drill at level 36 and Double Kick at 43. Double Kick's okay. But yeah, it's got pretty much everything it needs. I wonder what Nidoking learns. I don't think Nidoking learns anything. Oh, you just put me to sleep. That sucks, dude. I think I lose. If he keeps doing this, I lose. I'm confused. Oh, no. That sucks. He's gonna wipe my whole team, dude. What the heck? This Pokemon wipes my whole team? I'm actually kind of scared. Okay, that worked. We'll take that. That was scary, dude. He could have put me to sleep again, and he could have used confusion a bunch of times. That's scary. Oh, I gotta fight these guys now. Should I go back and heal? I don't have any healing items. What do I got here? I think I'm okay. I forget what they have. They might have a rock Pokemon, but I can't remember. Ooh, that might kill me. Yeah. A critical hit. Dang, dude. They are not letting up today. This is crazy. This is like the closest to death I've ever been. Pidgey? Okay. Don't you crit me. Okay, we got Earthquake. Okay. I was looking at some moves for Nidoking as well. One more Pidgey. Come on, Rattata, you can do it. There you go. Critical. I was thinking that'd be critical too. I don't know why I knew that was going to happen. I don't think you fight Gary here. I don't think you fight the rival here. I think you fight him on the SS Anne. Oh, Eradicate. Oh no. Lower level Eradicate. Alright, we're good. We're good. We made it. That was a little bit scarier than I thought it would. Like, it was closer than I thought it would be at this point. Let's heal up. I think it's a Spearow for I can't remember. For Mr. Mime. Bum, bum. I need some levels though. Let's see here. The Fishing Guru. Old Rod. Let's get a Magikarp. We need more Pokemon. Pokeball, go! Aw. Let's go. In the distant past, it was somewhat stronger than the horribly weak descendants that exist today. We're going to name him... how about this? Easy. Drop him in the PC. Do you have a Spearow? Oh, this is where you get the Spearow. Okay. I do have a Spearow. I forget what he gives you. Bike voucher. Bro just saved me $1 million for listening to his story. You know, I really want to use Farfetch'd, but I just know that's not going to be a good idea. You know? The fear? I feel like I should catch another one. I have to anyway. I have to come over here and catch a Drowsy. And something else, I can't remember. Stiglet's over here, Doug Trio's over there. We got trainers to fight. I think Fearo's over here too. Then we gotta get on the SSN and fight a bunch of trainers. Yeah, because I gotta get cut. Oh, you died? Wow. I didn't want that weak-ass Spearow anyway. Sandshrew is the other one that's over here. I already have one, though. What? Ratto is evolving. I thought it was 22 when Rattata evolved into Eradicate. We'll take it. We need that second evolution buff. Ratto evolved into Eradicate. It uses its whiskers to maintain its balance. It apparently slows down if they are cut off. Rude. Spearow. Yeah. Ready for Farfetch'd. I'd like to catch a... Drowsy before I leave here. I don't know if I'll be able to. Man, the paralyzed thing is so funny because when I was younger, I misinterpreted what it said. It said like Spearow is paralyzed, it may not attack. And I always read it as like Spearow is paralyzed, it may not attack. Like it was saying that like it wasn't allowed to attack, and every time it would attack. And it wasn't until I read the sentence differently where I was like, oh, it may not attack. Okay. I thought it was just being polite and saying that it cannot attack anymore, but it can attack, it just might not. So I always thought paralyzed was useless, but it actually lowers speed in this game. It cuts speed in half, so a paralyzed Pokemon might still attack first, but their speed stat has to be like incredibly high for that to happen. Since it cuts the speed stat in half. I think it's half. Pretty sure. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. No Drowsy yet? Crazy! There it is. Oh. Paralyze? No. Close. Heck yeah. Puts enemies to sleep, then eats their dreams. Occasionally gets sick from eating bad dreams. I think I'm going to use him instead. I was thinking Mr. Mime. I think I'll try Mr. Mime, and if that doesn't work out, we'll switch up to Hypno. I think Hypno was one of the Pokemon that I used in a tournament that I played in back in the Red and Blue days, and I remember using the Dream Eater Hypnosis combo. But I think I might have used it on Parasect instead, where I just used Spore and then like chipped away at Alakazam. Because the Nintendo Pro used an Alakazam, and I put him to sleep and used Leech Life. Healed myself and hurt him in the process. It didn't, like, it took a little while, but I was able to beat him. I knew people would use Alakazam, so I wanted to make sure that I had something to counter Alakazam, and that was the best bet. Let's get a Farfetch'd. Let's get it. Booyah! Farfetch'd, baby! One of my favorite Pokemon in Gen 1. He's just really cool. Wild Duck Pokemon, the sprig of green onions it holds is its weapon. It is used much like a metal sword. I am really glad that Farfetch got an evolution, and I'm glad they used the metal sword motif for that. There's also some concept art for like potential Farfetch'd evolutions that were cut from like previous games, and I'm glad that he finally got an evolution. I think it was in Sword and Shield. I might be wrong on that, but it is cool to see a Farfetch'd evolution. I want to just research something real quick. So I have to get an Abra. I have to trade him. I have to trade him for an Abra. I did not know that. So I don't really want to backtrack, but I think I will. We got a little bit of time, so I think I'll backtrack. Can I get a bicycle now? Is this the bike guy? No. Oh, the bike guy's in Celadon. We gotta go back anyway. Let's go back and get the bike. Full restore. Let's go. Let's see. Ducks. I'm trying to think who can be put in the PC. Probably Ducks right now. I don't know if this is going to count as visiting a Pokemon Center. I hope it doesn't, but... We need an Abra. There it is. Sleep powder and Pokeball. Oh no. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go back and run through Diglett Cave. And then we're going to trade for a Mr. Mime. Hold on to him for a while. Nice. It only counts if you actually talk to the lady. That's awesome. I almost want to bring out Bellsprout. Because Robert's not going to help out much here. Okay, so we'll go through Diglett Cave. We'll fight some Pokemon there, level up a little bit. We'll get Mr. Mime. We'll come back. I mean, really, the rest of the hour is going to be just beating... the rest of this hour will be beating Lieutenant Surge. So yeah, the reason why this is kind of important here is because like the Diglett are like pretty high level. Level 22 I think is the highest that you'll see in here. I have to catch one as well. But like they're pretty high level, they give a lot of experience. So it's definitely worth like going through here and getting just a boost of experience before you take on anything else. Especially if you have a Pokemon that can like one-shot these Diglett. Pretty good stuff. And they're fast. I almost want to use one against Lieutenant Surge, but I won't need to. Actually, I'm not sure if I'll need to or not. I might. All right. I thought there was something up there, but I can't remember. Oh, I can't even get... He trades, right? This guy up here trades. I didn't even get my bicycle. Dang, I forgot. Oh well. Mr. Mime. We got it. If interrupted while it is miming, it will slap around the offender with its broad hands. What level is he? I can't remember. 12? Probably same level as the... Yeah. I think you're supposed to come over here when you have cut, so we may have to backtrack again. We're not being very efficient on today's video, but we're doing it. We're doing the thing. That's all that matters. Oh god, not... Oh, Doug Trio's crazy. I knew that was going to happen. Not sand attack. I'm going to try to catch this one. I don't know if I'll be able to. It is pretty high level. I gotta swap out. He's gonna die probably. Oh, that was good. That was good. Missed me with that dig shit. Oh, he tried it again. I think I'm running out of space in the PC pretty soon. Ooh, that was close. Critical hit. That was close. All right. This is going to be tough. Growl's okay. We'll try a Great Ball. I need to buy more Pokeballs, though. Dang. I may not catch this one. Let's go. Doug Trio was captured. A team of Diglett triplets. It triggers huge earthquakes by burrowing 60 miles underground. We gotta do it. All right. Good progress being made. Oh no, we got another one? This is scary because he's level 29. Oh no. Oh my god. Not Sand Attack, dude. Come on. Oh no. What now? Do I have a quick attack? I do have a quick attack. Close. All right, we gotta get out of here. I'm dying to these Doug Trios. Yeah, so we do that. We gotta catch a Diglett too. That shouldn't be bad though. I put Bellsprout at the front because I thought that he was gonna have an easy time taking out like level 15 Diglets, but now all I'm getting is level 19s and a and Doug Trios. Okay, I missed. Sure. I don't think it's gonna do anything. He's dead. Diglett has high attack too, I forgot. Yeah. Uh-oh. I think he dies. Diglett Cave has always been pretty dangerous. Just because you can find a Doug Trio or something. Might just run from this encounter. Yeah, level 22 is crazy. We'll come back and catch a Diglett in a second. Oh my god, dude. Come on. Really? All right. Whew. All right. Diglett time. And then I think we'll go into the St. Anne, SS Anne. That's like all we have to do. And then it's Lieutenant Surge time. I'm trying to think what else I need to do. I was lucky. I probably should have captured him, but I want the experience. Oof. Poison powder. Boysenberry. Ooh, he's dead. That sucks. Ooh, okay. He survived. Whoa, critical hit. I was thinking maybe he would growl. Oh well. Oh, no way. Ain't no way. Diglett was caught. Lives about 1 yard underground where it feeds on plant roots. It sometimes appears above ground. What, whoa. Damn, he's dead. It's over. I should probably run. I think I should run from this. Yeah, I'm running. Oh, it sucks. Whew. All right, let's get out of here before I die. All right, we're gonna go with the SSN. I don't even know how many Pokemon I have in the PC box right now. Let's check. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's exactly 20. Who else? I think we're good here. I could probably swap out Butters at some point, but I need to get Mr. Mime to a good level. We're not going to be using Dugtrio, but he's in the party because I just want to get to Lieutenant Surge pretty much immediately after the SSN. And then we'll go to the left here, or to the right, I mean, and take care of those trainers and stuff. But let's go ahead and do this part. I need to buy Pokeball. Damn, I need to buy Pokeballs and potions and stuff before I forget. All right. Bum, bum. Welcome to the SSN. Do you have a ticket? Please flash the SS ticket. Welcome to the SSN. All right, we're fighting all the trainers. One by one. critical hit. Let's go. I love Pokemon. Do you? There's a lot of critical hits in this run. It's crazy. I feel like I'm getting hit by critical hits more often than like anything else. I'd like a cherry pie, please. How about you get it yourself? That was rude. That was rude. Oh no, he didn't die? Damn. Damn. My Pokemon are my only friends. You could say his Pokemon are his only fans. That's messed up, dude. Growlithe is such a cool Pokemon. I might use Growlithe instead of Magmar. I'm not really sure. Bite? Oh, hell yeah. My friends. Oh no. Is this the end? No. Max Potion? Hello, my name is Max Potion. Good to meet you. My sailor's pride is at stake. I don't have anything that's like good against these guys. The best I got is someone who's not bad against them. Mr. Safe, what's up, buddy? Been a little quiet out there tonight, but it's a late night stream. Not something I usually do. But here we are. Got done streaming Street Fighter 6. Saw the stream pop up. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, we're just chilling tonight. Playing some Pokemon's blue version. The goal here is to take all these Pokemon into Pokemon Stadium and take on some challenges there. So we started that journey a couple weeks ago, I think, and we're just kind of moving through it. I will probably end up making videos out of this journey, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know how deep into that I want to go, but I think there's definitely potential there. But yeah, how was Street Fighter? What's your MR now? A million? 100,000? I'm confused. Don't hurt yourself. Son of a bitch, dude. It's somewhere between 0 and 1650. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I have considered going back to Street Fighter on several occasions, and every single time I do, I think I cannot do this. Like, I just can't do it. So I commend you for sticking with it and playing it. But yeah, it's just one of those games. This guy said he likes feisty kids like me. I don't really know what that means. That's a little troublesome. A little sus. That's going to be a yikes. Yeah, exactly. That's going to be a double yikes. Yeah, ranked is something else, man. I think if I just stopped playing ranked, I would have been like, I wouldn't have quit playing, but I didn't want to stop playing ranked. That was where I had the most fun. Or that was where I had like the most like fair fights, right? Like everybody, the people I came up against were generally around my skill level with a few exceptions. And when I played anything other than ranked, I would get like bronze players, silver players, gold players, and I'm like, man, I don't want to fight those guys. Like that's cool that they're playing and that they want to play, but I don't want to beat up on them all day, you know? It didn't feel good to like win against a bronze player 100 times in a row. They managed to kill Sid 7 with their bullshit acid trip vacation. Uh-oh. Strategy game, right? Us sailors have Pokemon too. I want Pokemon too. The Squeakwool. The lead dev went on vacation, had a psychedelic acid trip, came back and changed the whole game 2 years before launch. What? That's crazy, dude. Drugs are bad, okay? If you do drugs, you're bad, okay? Such is life. True. What are you gonna do, man? It's just not fun because it's the same set of combos in the sense they start the same way. Yep, exactly. I just couldn't take it anymore, man. It got to a point where every time I got hit by a crouching medium kick, I was like, here we go. I just wanted to quit the game or like turn it off in that moment, you know? Here we go again. Everyone has corner carry except like 2 characters. Everyone punish counters into 40% of your HP. Yep. That's that like punish countering carried me to master rank with Ken. I learned how to properly space attacks and get a punish counter, and you get so much off of punish counters, it's crazy. And once I mastered or at least got pretty proficient with punishing, dude, it was over. I just carried that all the way to master. You're walking the plank if you lose, matey. And it's guessing time, yep. It's almost like drawing cards. Like it's almost like you get to that point and you're just basically drawing from a deck of cards, hoping that you get the right you get the right card. It's like it's like you're playing Uno and somebody set the color to blue and now it's your turn and you don't have any blue cards, so you're just drawing cards hoping that you get the right one. It's not exactly like that, but you get what I'm saying. But the thing is, like, I know that Capcom listens, and they posted a tweet a little while ago saying that like they they were thinking about doing more regular balance patches and updates, and I think that's fine. They should do that. I think the biggest issue is that like they're not changing the things that people need to be changed, right? There's a lot of stuff that they're changing that's like, why did you change that? Like giving Ryu all of this like privilege when it comes to his donkey kick, and a bunch of his like moves are super safe, and he does all this damage, and it's like, you why did you overtune Ryu and nerf Luke? Like, why can't Luke be good, and also why can't Ryu be good but not overpowered, right? There's no reason to make one of those characters incredibly bad for no reason and then make the other character incredibly good, when you could have, like, the whole point of a balance patch is to take these characters that are at opposite ends of the spectrum as far as like not good and bring them closer together, but instead you just swapped them, and that makes no sense. And then, like, you know, people in the communities have been telling you what to do for so long, and if you just listen to them, there are some people who are like really fundamentally grounded, and they understand fighting games. They know like they're gonna give you feedback in an objective way, not so much in a biased way, because they don't care about any one of the characters. They just want the game to be balanced and fun. So listening to those players and figuring out who those players are is a big step. And listening to those players and making those adjustments will go a long way. But it's like they want the game to be chaotic, and that's really weird to me. I don't know why you'd want to do that. They have a stacked in-house testing group that favors specific style and characters. Yeah, probably. Or they just don't know. Like, Lily is a good example where it's like, maybe they favor a playstyle for Ken and Ryu or even Sagat. Like, they like that playstyle. But then you have this other character, Lily, who doesn't play that way, and they just genuinely don't know what to do to make her viable or good or whatever. And I think that's probably the biggest thing is, yeah, you're right. They probably favor some things. They probably favor certain characters. They probably like those play styles. And then when it comes to like Kimberly and Lily and Marissa and a few others, it's like they just don't know. They genuinely just don't know what to do. Or they try to buff people based on like they buff characters based on playtime. Like, oh, Ryu's not getting enough playtime, let's buff him, right? You can't do that. Out of the way, we are busy in the kitchen. I'm getting dizzy. I am le chef. The main course is prime beef steak. Have I enough fillets du beef? Are you cooking Toros, bro? Mill tanks up in this piece. This ship, she is a luxury liner for trainers. At every port, we hold parties with invited trainers. February 26th are announcing something about these games. That's good. My guess is that they're... are you talking about Pokemon? Pokemon or Street Fighter? Cool, yeah. I think February 26th is the anniversary of Pokemon. They have a big Pokemon Direct that day almost every year. Um, my guess is like Generation 10 is probably going to happen. I would love to have a Gold and Silver remake. I would love to have a Gold and Silver remake by the same team who did the Let's Go games, but also not use the Let's Go mechanics. Like full blown Gold and Silver remake in the same style of Pokemon Let's Go, but get rid of the Pokemon catching mechanics. And reintroduce wild Pokemon. The catching mechanics can stay, but the wild Pokemon need to come back. And then like, you know, of course you can still travel to Kanto in those games. So if they do like a Pokemon Let's Go Hoenn or something like that, I would love to see it where you can still play the Gold and Silver areas and explore all that with new updates and detail and music and all that. And then also be able to go to Kanto and re-explore those areas in with updates to the world and all that. I think that'd be so cool. I'd play that like crazy for real. That'd be so fun. I think Generation 10 is coming up soon though. I would like to think that it's this year because they really don't have another Pokemon game this year. So Generation 10 is probably going to get announced for Switch 2. I think the biggest problem with Generation 10 is that if they don't do something like that changes the game, like new types or new evolutions or something that changes the games in the same way that like abilities change the game, in the same way that like special defense changed the game, in the way that I don't know. I don't like the active battles from Pokemon Legends ZA. So hopefully it's not that, but I hope they do something really cool. Maybe like Mega Evolution, some like I don't want a new Mega Evolution gimmick. I want something that like maybe there's a 4th stage evolution for Pokemon. I don't know. I think they need to change the game in a way that is different and unique and fun. But if they just stick to the same cookie cutter format as the previous games, I don't know if I'll play it. I really like the old games, man. The old games are the best. The ship will be departing soon. I'm still waiting for the Let's Go mod that brings back wild Pokemon. That probably won't ever happen, but that'd be really cool. Very unique charm, yeah. The new Pokemon games don't hit the same. Yeah. There's just something about the Let's Go games that just feel, or like the old games that just have their own like charm and style, and they just feel, there's a feeling, the vibe that you get with them that you don't get with the new games. The new games just feel empty. You're impressive. I feel ill. Oof. All right. We got like this last little section on the SSN, and we can go fight Surge. I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. I feel like it's like the developers are just tired, or it's a 9 to 5 and they want to get the f out. I mean, I don't blame them for like for wanting to spend time with their family. Like that's okay. Like as game developers, I think like the common game developer work life culture has been like put in the hours, work overtime, don't get paid for it, put in 70 hours a week, and I don't like that at all. Like I want the developers to be able to have lives and be able to spend time with their families and stuff while also producing good games. I just think the biggest problem is that we don't need another Pokemon game every single year, right? I think that like Pokemon Legends ZA is a nice little spin-off and a nice little breath of air that is different than what we're used to. Um, but that also means we didn't really get a Pokemon game last year. So if we like, I also don't need one. I don't need one last year. I don't need one this year. I'm okay waiting till 2027 for a new Pokemon game. That's totally fine. Take your time, make a good game. It doesn't have to come out right now. And if you really put everything you have into it, then that game, the next Pokemon game can be the best Pokemon game ever. But if you're rushing it out, it's going to be rough, dude. Like, it's just going to be the same thing as like Scarlet Violet, Sword and Shield, and it's probably not going to go over very well with a lot of fans. They're just cogs, probably don't have the team environment. Maybe. They come in, do their job, and have no creative input. That might be true too. ZA was done by a team who enjoyed playing the old games and watched the old shows as a kid. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they need more passionate people. But the jump to 3D and the jump to the Switch was probably what hurt them the most, because now they have to do all this like HD stuff, and that takes time. And a lot of their time probably gets wrapped up in like stuff that they never had to deal with before. But I mean, it is what it is. That's why I think they need to take more time. You don't need a Pokemon game every year. I remember when they did the DS at work and they had to drop it when they got the Switch. Artwork, yeah. The DS artwork. Like, I think Pokemon Stars was going to come out. That there's like a whole story about that game and how it didn't make it. And mainly because it was around the time the Switch was coming out, and they had to make pivots and they had to change things, and then they came out with Pokemon Sun, Ultra Sun and Moon. But nobody really wanted those, so I don't know. And there was Pokemon Z also. Like they were gonna do Pokemon Z, and then they didn't. They just didn't. They didn't get to it for whatever reason. Like it was a real thing. All the ideas they had for Pokemon Z got moved to Sun and Moon. Pikachu! It's Pikachu! All right. Bum, ba, ba, bum. Which do you like better, a strong or a rare Pokemon? Why do all the gentlemen have Growliths? What's that about? I think Nintendo has a lot of like pressure on the Pokemon company to put out another game as quickly as possible, but that's probably hurt them more than it's helped them. I hope that I hope they realize that's not the way to go, and they might change that strategy. And we'll get some Pokemon games that are like really well made. They take a while to come out, but and may have like the best gaming experience you can have. I want to say it hurt them, but every game, yeah, exactly. Every game sells 10 million copies. It's if it hurt them, it's probably very minimal. But I think the reputation has dwindled, and that's unfortunate because I think that like the Pokemon Company reputation is just not as good as it used to be. I mean, thinking about like Pokemon Red and Blue, Gold and Silver, I didn't love Diamond, or, I'm sorry, Ruby and Sapphire, but Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were amazing. But after Ruby and Sapphire, I felt like it was just banger after banger after banger. Every game was good and fun. But I know some people did like Ruby and Sapphire, so maybe, you know, up until like Sword and Shield, every game was a banger to some people. Me and my dad think the Safari Zone is awesome. Okay. We're going to safety save here. Just because I don't know if we're going to be able to take out the rival. Have a good night, Mr. Safe. Thanks for hanging out, man. Good to see you this late at night. Thanks for popping in, being a real one. We'll see you later. Rado. Bonjour. Imagine seeing you here. Were you really invited? So how's your Pokedex coming? I already caught 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Crawl around in grassy areas. I think I saw somewhere that like it is possible to have caught 40 Pokemon, but just barely by this point. That was a crazy critical hit. Nice job, Rado. Good job, pal. Raticate? Yeah, you know what? We'll fight Raticates. Let's do it. I ain't scared. Easy. Easy dubs. Kadabra? We're going to swap to... Yeah, Shell Shocker here for Bite. Potion? What? How'd you use a potion? Wait, that's weird. Like, whenever you use items, the item usually happens first. It's really weird that I was able to use bite and then he was able to use potion. That's weird. So, like, when you're in the Elite Four and your Lance is about to use a full restore, it always happens before my attack comes out. But this time, for some reason, the potion happened afterwards. That's really strange. What's going on, Grim? How's it going? Ooh, that poison type sucks. And you're confused? Oh, that sucks, dude. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, foot lover. At least you're raising your Pokemon. I heard there was a cut master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. You should go see him. Smell ya. I feel hideous. Seasick. Thank you, I feel much better. You want to see my cut technique? I could show you if I wasn't ill. You can have this. Teach it to your Pokemon. You can use cut anytime. Well, if I have the right gym badge, right? But I do have the right gym badge. It's weird that he knew that. All right, we're done with the SSN. Let's go fight some Lieutenant Surge, shall we? Goodbye. All right. Are we ready to fight Surge now? I don't even know. I think so. We'll train Rooter another time. I don't think I need to train Rooter because I think I can get a Weeping Bell later without having to train him. Hmm. All right. We'll save here. Do I want to fight him now or do I want to go fight these trainers? I think I should fight the trainers first. Just for a little bit. I need to get Marcel leveled up. I can't remember what moves he has, but he also gets a boost because he's a traded Pokemon. Don't cheat. Ekans. Confusion and barrier. I could use confusion, but let's swap. Win, lose, or draw. Poliwag. I don't have anything to take out water types right now. That is unfortunate. Critical hit. My Pokemon should be ready by now. Is that what you think? We're going to be using Mr. Mime. Like it or not. I'm trying to use a team that's not conventional. Actually, I may not even use Mr. Mime. I'm probably going to use Executor instead. I just realized that. But I don't have him. I don't have access to Execute yet, so. I always forget what the Pokemon I want to use. I want to use Executor, of course, Blastoise, Nidoking, probably Electabuzz, maybe Arcanine, and one more. I don't know what the last one's going to be. Kangaskhan or Tauros? Maybe Tauros. Yeah. That was electric! He's leveling fast, bro. That's crazy. I think he's one of those Pokemon that just naturally levels fast, too. I can't remember. Magneton. Uh-oh. I have never lost. Well, get ready to lose, old man. Told ya. I'm the best in my class. Whew. Actually, I don't remember what level Surge's Pokemon are at. Oh, nice critical hit, Marcel. Let's go. Snorlax. I think there's something up here. From the professor's aid. Nice. Bum, bum. All right. A few more trainers, and then it's Gym Leader City. I've never won before. Okay, I think I fought everybody over here. This guy, no? He might be the last one. Okay. I know I fought this guy already. This guy did not fight. Jump, jump. And that guy did fight. Okay, this is the last one. I think I caught all the Pokemon in this area. I need to go get a bicycle, but that's really the only other thing I need to do. Okay, I think that's it. I know I said that already, but I'm pretty sure that's all of them. I just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay. Let's go save. We'll teach Cut to Diglett, and we'll pass this barrier here. Or Dugtrio. Surge should not be a problem. I don't want to use Dugtrio, but I will use him if it gets down to it. If we have to. I don't think I'll have to, though. Oh, none of them are able. Wow. Okay, I thought that... For some reason, I thought he was. I guess not. I'm going to sacrifice one of these Pokemon. I guess Rado? I don't want Rado to go in, though. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we're good here. All right, here we are, the gym leader for Vermillion City and Lieutenant Surge. We got a couple trainers to fight in here, and then we can fight Surge himself after unlocking the main door, of course. We also got a Mr. Mime, and we got some other Pokemon to help us along that way. So yeah, we're killing it. What's going on, Jester? This is definitely Pokemon Blue. I think you're trolling me, though. I can't tell. Level 20 on the Mr. Mime. Let's go. We're going to keep getting experience for Mr. Mime because I want him to level up. I want to use him for a while until we get to Execute. Not Thundershock, no. Didn't really do a lot of damage. We're good. There we go. We do have to watch out for thunder waves and paralysis and stuff, because that's going to hinder my going first. I'm good with electricity. How's your early morning going, Jester? What are you up to? You think he's at level 30? Uh-oh. That sounds about right, but I can't remember. No, I feel like it's 25. It would have to be 25 since his other trainers are level 20s. 30 sounds high. We'll see. Could be 28, yeah. 28 might work. I don't think he had any Pokemon that were higher than like Diglett Cave Pokemon, so we'll see. It has been a long time. I haven't played through this game up to this point in a very long time, so I don't remember either. Mr. Mime just tanking these hits, bro. Oh, and the KO. Let's go. Fried. You getting ready for bed and normally watch some random streamers, but saw me? Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I'm experimenting with changing my sleep schedule and being up later at night around this time. Might have some benefits I never considered, so I might be doing that pretty regularly, so we'll see. We will see. But yeah, some of the benefits that I'm seeing, like, basically the way it works is I'm like experimenting with like going to sleep like immediately after work and waking up around 10 or 11, and that already has benefits because like I don't have to worry about waking up at a specific time. There's no alarm clock. My work is done. I have 12 hours basically before I have to get up again. So I could sleep for 12 hours if I wanted to. And I've been having trouble sleeping anyway. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna have trouble sleeping, let me at least work on something or do something and see if that, you know, if I'm not gonna be able to sleep, I may as well stay up and do something. So I'm thinking there's a lot of benefits to staying up later like this, but we'll see. As long as I can get some sleep in and make sure I don't have a lack of sleep, then I think everything will be okay. So we'll see. I don't have any items to heal paralysis right now, so do I have a Machop? I don't think I do. Not yet. I haven't gone through Rock Tunnel yet. This one? Oh, come on, man. I hate this puzzle. This sucks. Oh, you're kidding me. Because last time it was this, and I checked this one and it was wrong. That sucks. I think it's one per row. Well, it's like you have to find the switch. And once you find the switch, the next switch is one of the buckets that's directly next to it. So it's either going to be this one or this one or this one, but it's a guess. Like I don't know. There's no way to know. You have to just do it and then it resets. If you don't get it right, it resets. This is like notorious puzzle. Like almost every Pokemon player hates this puzzle. And I thought that I'd get it pretty quick. I thought that I'd be the exception. I'd get lucky. I feel like it's every time you think you're going to get lucky is when you just don't get lucky at all. And that's where we are today. Fighting games, nah, I'm not really playing them anymore. I don't know. I found myself getting unreasonably upset when playing fighting games, and I don't want to be that way. So and the updates weren't coming out fast enough. Like it didn't feel like Capcom was really listening to anybody and they were doing their own thing. And I just couldn't do it, man. Oh man, I don't know where to go. That's like the sixth one that I found that's wrong. Oh my god, can you... Game, please help me. Yeah, taking a break is good. Man, I just can't do it. I had a lot of fun doing like the tournaments and stuff and like hanging out with everybody, but gosh, it got so frustrating, man. For me, it was the roller coaster ride of emotion that you go through on ranked. That's the hardest part. Like one day it's like you can't lose. You're just doing so good. You feel like you're actually making progress and winning a lot. And maybe you could actually get to 1700. Maybe you can get to 1600. Maybe you actually have what it takes to compete. And then the very next day, it's like, no, 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 no. You actually fucking suck and you need to be put back in your place. That's what Street Fighter did. And it just made me so mad, man. But yeah, I mean, we all go through it. I think that Street Fighter is just one of those games that, like... Oh, there we go. Second electronic lock. Finally. That was like number 10. That was like the 10th attempt. But yeah, Street Fighter is just one of those games where, like, it's fun and I enjoy it. But when things aren't going the way that you think they will, it is the most unbearable experience ever. And, like, crouching medium kick to drive rush, 40% damage combos, you know, watching the same old, like, same super combos over and over and over again. I don't know. And then, like, Capcom Cup, I might have wanted to watch Capcom Cup, but now they're doing pay-per-view for that. And it's like, dude, fuck you, Capcom. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not watching that stupid. I'm not watching Capcom Cup. If you're going to make me pay for it, no. When in the past it's been free, no. Especially like this is a year. This is like the third. This is the third year, going on the fourth year, where like the game has been popular and it's been steadily popular for 3 years straight, but people are starting to not play it anymore, like me and a few others. New players are coming in and that's fine, but eventually actually, you know, let me save down here. I just realized I might get stuck there if I don't save down here. But if people are dying off, if people are leaving the game because it's frustrating to play, the answer to that is not, oh, let's charge people to watch our tournaments. No. That's the exact opposite of what you should be doing when, you know, people are already leaving your game, right? It's just frustrating. All right, Lieutenant Surge, let's take on this guy. What do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, that's for sure. I tell you, Kate, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zap my enemies into paralysis, the same as I'll do to you. Lieutenant Surge ain't got nothing on me, bro. Nothing. 21, yeah, I think he's 25 tops. I'm not worried about Surge. Oh, that's actually pretty rough, though. I can't take another one of those. Yeah, I'm dead. That's fine. I think we got him, though. X speed. What a waste of a turn, dude. Oh, never mind. I'm paralyzed. Again? Again? With the paralysis? Dude. Come on. Pikachu, I don't think I'm going to survive this. I'm going to full restore here, though. Get rid of that paralysis. Like the name choices? Hell yeah, dude. Name choices are top tier. Some of the community has been naming some of them. So, like, my Pikachu is named by Yagami, and a few other people who stopped by the stream have named some of the Pokemon as I've caught them. So that's been cool. Raichu level 24. Yeah, nothing to be worried about here. We got him. That's a little scary, but I think we're good. Uh-oh. X speed? X speed ain't gonna do nothing, dude. I'm quick attacking your ass again. Let's go. Lieutenant Surge has been toppled. Electrocuted. You're the real deal, kid. Take the Thunder Badge. Thunderbatch cranks up your Pokemon's speed. It also lets your Pokemon fly anytime, kid. You're special. Take this. Contains Thunderbolt. Teach it to electric Pokemon. You got it, bud. All right, we made it. Yeah, I didn't think Lieutenant Surge was that tough. I remember him being... I remember him having strong Pokemon, but nothing that was, like, outrageously strong. So yeah, 24 is not too bad. All right, we're going to go up here and get the bicycle real quick and then come back. Let me actually get my Abra out of the box so we can just teleport back when we're done. So yeah. Voodoo, yeah. Am I going to get a Ghastly? Yeah, eventually I'll catch one, but I don't know. I won't use him probably, but I'll give him a name. So part of the reason I'm playing through this game is because I want to take all these Pokemon into Pokemon Stadium and use those Pokemon there. And in Pokemon Stadium, if you give your Pokemon nicknames, it changes the color of the Pokemon a little bit. So you can see, like, you might have a Pikachu who's normally yellow, but it might have like a greenish tint to it or like a reddish tint to it or something like that. So you can have some Pokemon that have really cool color schemes. If you nickname Pokemon a certain way, and people have figured it out, so they kind of know like what the algorithm is that changes Pokemon's colors, and there's some drastic differences to some of them. So maybe we'll mess around with that a little bit, but I do want to have every Pokemon with a nickname, and I do want to see what color they are, how they're different in the game. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, N64 Pokemon Stadium for sure. A bike voucher. Here you go. I don't have room for it. What can I get rid of? X special. How do I transfer to Pokemon Stadium? Well, Pokemon Stadium originally had like the transfer pack for the N64. You could plug in your cartridge to the transfer pack. Since I'm not playing on the N64, there's a couple different methods you can use to take these Pokemon into Pokemon Stadium. So, it's pretty easy from what I've seen. So it's not too hard. You just have to you just gotta do it a specific way. But it basically, it takes your save file from this game and puts it in a specific folder. And then when you boot up Pokemon Stadium, it sees that save file for this game, and it basically thinks that like controller 1 has this game plugged into it in the expansion or the transfer pack. So all right, I need to change boxes because I think that I'm full on boxes. And that way I won't run out of space when I'm trying to like catch Pokemon and stuff. We got a whole new journey here to go through. I forget where we're going. Let me check the map. I forget which way it is. Oh, I think it's up. You go back up to Cerulean. I have to go back up there anyway. You go up to Cerulean and then you go to the east and down. And then you cross over. Yeah, so you go this way through Rock Tunnel. Then you go to Lavender. And then you cross over here. And then you come back. And then you go down towards Fuchsia City. Cool. So yeah, we got Rock Tunnel to go through. We've got Lavender Town, and Celadon will be the next gym leader with Erica and her grass type Pokemon. So we got to figure out a strategy for that. Maybe a Growlithe by then. I might train Farfetch a little bit too to get Farfetch ready. And then we'll catch a couple ghost Pokemon on the next episode, as well as Cubone and Onyx, the elusive Onyx, as well as a few other Pokemon along the way. So we have our sights set on Celadon for the next episode, but today we are good for today's video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next episode. Also, hit like and subscribe. Yeah, so we got our work cut out for us this time. But yeah, I'm going to sign off. Thanks, Jester, for hanging out. I appreciate you. I should deposit some items before I forget. I actually don't need to, I shouldn't have stored that one. Oh well. I kind of need that on me at all times, or at least for the majority of the time. Just in case I run out of, like... If I need it later, I want to have it. Alright. Yeah, man, take care of yourselves. Have a good night. We're going to sign off here. I know nobody is on. None of my friends are on right now. But I think perhaps maybe we can look at rating someone playing Pokemon. Well, we'll come back. We'll look at that later. Anyway, we'll sign off. Thanks for watching, guys.